So this is the task ahead of Scotland after that opening game against Germany. Second match is against Switzerland, an 8 o'clock kickoff on June the 19th. And then on June the 23rd, they end against Hungary. Kevin Hatchard and Andy Brassell are with me, European football experts. Kevin, what about the point that Scotland, a lot of those same players have got the experience now of playing at a major finals?
Yeah, I think that's important. I think it'll be important in that opening game as well, because Scotland need to take advantage of any nervousness there is at all from Germany, because they haven't been consistent under Julian Nagelsmann. They've had some great performances, but also some slow starts in games. And if Scotland can make an impression in that first game, that could set up the whole tournament for them. This is a really tough group. There are no easy games in this group, but equally, teams will look at Scotland. This is a team that beat Spain. This is a team that went to Oslo, looked as though they were going to lose that game against Norway, but dug deep and found a way to win. Got those 2 late goals, and that completely transformed their qualification campaign. They've got guys like John McGinn, experienced Premier League players who've shown that they can perform at international level. Scott McTominay, regular goal scorer in the qualifiers. So, yes, losing Lyndon Dykes is a big blow, but they do have goals from midfield as well.
And they got Lawrence Shankland, who got an absolute hatful of goals at domestic level last season. Just picking up on the point that Kevin was making, Andy, if we assume that Germany are the favourites, if you're Julian Nagelsmann and you're looking at the other 3 group opponents, Scotland, Hungary and Switzerland, where do you rank Scotland as a danger in that group?
I think Hungary are the one that I'm most concerned about if I'm Nagelsmann, because they gave Germany a bit of scare going back to Euro 2020 in Munich, of course, nearly beat them there in the final group game. And that was a moment that gave Hungary lots of belief. From there, they were able to go on, do well, beat England in the Nations League, go through an unbeaten qualifying campaign. Of course, the fact that they have Dominic Szoboszlai as their captain and talisman this time. He wasn't fit for Euro 2020 3 years ago. So I think they've got a coach in Marco Rossi who has been there ages, knows them very well. They're a pretty good team. I just wonder if Scotland or Switzerland are favourites for that 3rd place. I think the Swiss probably have the better players, but they've had a rocky old qualification campaign. You've got this uneasy piece between Murat Yakin, the coach, and Granit Xhaka, who, having had such a brilliant season for Leverkusen, is obviously a higher status personality at the moment, and people listen when he talks. So I think what Scotland would really benefit from is a winner in that Hungary-Switzerland game. Okay. Because if that happens, then I think 3rd place starts to open up for them a little bit.
What do you think between Hungary and Switzerland, Kevin?
I think I agree with Andy. I think you look at Hungary, there are some big ifs there. If Dominic Szoboszlai stays fit, he is the talisman, no doubt about it. He had an uneven season with Liverpool, but did a lot of good things. He's making up for lost time after missing those Euros. But if he catches fire, he can really put his stamp on the tournament. There's another player called Roland Shalai as well, who's had a good season with Freiburg and has been a good player for them for quite some time. And he's very unpredictable. He can score overhead kicks. He can score amazing goals from nowhere. So I think Hungary maybe have a bit more firepower, actually, than Switzerland do. So I'm with Andy. I'd maybe put Hungary just above Switzerland, but it is a really tough group. And Germany have got to be careful. If they're slightly off it, they could be staring down the barrel at some stage in this group.
Hungary have also got Callum Styles of Barnsley, which is a great story, thanks to something that was written in the Barnsley match programme. Yeah,
that's right. It's an extraordinary story. I think he deliberately put it out there. I don't think he really expected anyone would pick it up. But I guess there's someone who was reading the Barnsley programme out there in Budapest. And, he's got 20, 25 caps now. So it's an amazing story for him. And I think you look at other players like Loic Nego, for example, who went through the various age group stages with France, then went out to play his club football in Hungary, got naturalised, got his passport, and was a really key player for them in Euro 2020. And with the athleticism he's got and his ability to get into the box, he'll be a key player for them again.